What's going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another guitar lesson here on this channel. Today I'll be teaching you Hearn Banks by Tyler Childers, at least the unreleased official version, or like the way you hear it on TikTok and that kind of stuff. Before we get into this tutorial, one thing I want to tell you guys is make sure you like and subscribe, as well as check out my original music. If you like the kind of music I teach on here, then you should definitely check out my Spotify. There's a link in the top comment where you can check it out. As well as find a link to my hat brand, Juritsch, if you guys want to pick yourself up nice little hat. And anyways, let's get started. So essentially, there's a whole lot of different keys you can play this in. The one that suits me the most, so the one I'll show you, but you don't have to do that key. You can just move up the capo up and down, however it suits your voice, basically. So I put it on the 3rd fret usually, and you're gonna have the chords G, D, A minor, and C. And these are all the chords that you're going to need in order to play this song. Now, the way I'm going to do this, I'll show you the chord progression, or that was pretty much the chord progression they're going to have for the verses, but I'll show you the chord progressions, and then I'll show you the strumming pattern, and then kind of play it through once, but then without singing, and then in the end I'll sing through it so you can get kind of an idea what it's going to sound like. And let's start off with the intro, which is probably the most complicated part because it has a lot of hammer-ons. So I'm going to play it through, and then I'll kind of break it down as good as I can. Essentially, the intro goes something like this. Now, essentially, all I'm doing here is I have the chord progression G, D, A minor, and C. And essentially, you have, for the G, you have the strumming pattern down, up. As simple as that. So on the first down strum, you're going to take your index finger, where you can see up here, should be 1, and you're going to hammer onto that as you strum down. So like this. Like this. And you can do the strumming pattern down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Then you switch to the D. Up, down. And then you stay on the D for a little bit longer. And then you put your pinky finger up here on the 3rd string of the 4th fret. So you have this like hammer on pull off. So then you go to the A minor, where you just basically hammer on with your middle and ring finger. So down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And then you go to the C, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. What you can do is walk up, like on the 5th string, open, then 2nd, 3rd. So and then hammer on with your middle finger. But then again, that is quite complicated if you're a beginner. Just make sure you play the chords first, and then you can kind of play around with it. And I'm just kind of trying to show you what I do without a perfect explanation, I guess. But so if you put it all together, it should sound something like this. And then on the C, on the very last strum, you take your pinky and you can put it on here, 3rd fret of the high string. It gives it this really nice ring. And then essentially also the hammer-ons here on the D is probably what confused you the most, which is basically a hammer-on on O to 2 on the index finger. And then on the up strum you put the pinky, and then on the down strum you put it off again. And then so it's just this O, 2, 4, 2, O. Like this. But again, don't worry about the hammer-ons too much. Now that was the complicated part, and the one that took up the most of the time. When you get to the verses, when you play the verse, it should technically sound something like this. Basically, the chord progression G, D, A minor, and C, and then with the strumming pattern down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and then you switch and you do that for every chord. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And I always like to add the pinky on the last strum usually. And this is everything you need to know for the verses. When you get to the chords, you're gonna have the chord progression D, A minor, C. For the strumming pattern, you basically have down, up, 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 and you just repeat that all over again. So if you put the chords together, it should sound something like this. Something like that. And yeah, this is pretty much everything you need to know in order to play Here in the Banks by Tyler Childers. If the hammer-ons and the intro confused you a little bit, don't worry about them too much. Just leave them out, and then at some point you'll get the feel for it for sure. Otherwise, just rewatch it again. And yeah, hope you guys learned something from this video. I'm going to play through it now in like the playthrough right here. Make sure you like and subscribe, as well as check out my original music. Again, if you like the stuff I'm teaching on here, you should definitely check out my Spotify and Apple Music. We're on the road to 100,000 monthly listeners. So let me know in the comments if you do listen to my music. And yeah, so I can say thank you. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Here's the playthrough, and yeah, peace out.